else will be across all of that. But we do move on. And the US State Department has said that Israel is defending itself from rocket attacks. The US also urged Lebanon to disarm terrorist groups like Hezbollah. This is what the US had to say.
Israel is defending its people and interests by responding to rocket attacks from terrorists in Lebanon. As part of the cessation of hostilities agreement, the government of Lebanon is responsible for disarming Hezbollah, and we expect the Lebanese armed forces to disarm these terrorists to prevent further hostilities. The reason that any attacks have happened is because terrorists launched rockets into Israel from Lebanon. That is a violation of the cessation of hostilities. It is a violation of the ceasefire when terrorist groups, when armed groups, shoot rockets into Israel.
Well, this statement comes after Israel's first airstrike on Beirut's southern suburbs since November's ceasefire agreement. Israel targeted a Hezbollah drone storage unit after 2 rockets were fired from southern Lebanon into northern Israel. One rocket was intercepted while the other failed to cross the border. Hezbollah denied any involvement, but Israel of the ceasefire. Lebanon's President Joseph Aoun condemned the strike. He called for international action to ensure Israel respects. Meanwhile, France, one of the mediators, also reacted.
Nous attendons d'avoir les rapports complets. À ce stade, en effet, nous n'avons pas eu d'informations signalant des frappes du Hezbollah et des activités militaires au sud. Et donc, les prochaines heures nous permettront de clarifier la totalité de ces points, mais à ce stade, je peux vous dire qu'il n'y avait pas d'activité qui justifiait des frappes.
Well, joining us to discuss these latest developments in Lebanon and across the region is Professor Rohan Gunaratne, a Middle East affairs expert who is joining us from Singapore. Professor Gunaratne, thank you very much for joining us. Do you think that these Israeli strikes on southern Beirut, the first since November, have a risk of escalating this conflict back to what we saw before the ceasefire was agreed with Hezbollah?
It is very likely that the conflict will escalate if the Lebanese military is not going to disarm Hezbollah. As long as Hezbollah is free, then the Lebanese Hezbollah will continue to attack Israel, and that means Israel will respond with decisive force, as it has done in the last few hours. My own thinking is that this is a great moment for the Lebanese government to take decisive action to dismantle Hezbollah, because that is what the whole world wants, to be based inside Lebanon, and for the Lebanese government to tolerate that group, as the US spoke for Lebanon to act, because there has been a ceasefire violation on the part of the Lebanese Hezbollah by firing into Israel, and that is why Israel responded decisively.
Thank you, Professor Gunaratne. That is all that we have time for, but we will continue to bring you up